just come out of Villa Park, and that is the performance of the season. Aston Villa 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4. A very subdued, quiet first half. I think that was very much tactical to keep Villa quiet because they start games very quickly. Their record at home speaks for itself. We nullified them, kept them quiet. It was a very abject first half, to say, and to be honest, I wasn't quite happy with it, especially the last 25 minutes. It was subdued, it was quite limp. It was almost like both sides would settle for the point, to be honest. But second half, we came out and we were a totally different team. Love to be a fly on the wall inside the dressing room to know what happened. First goal comes through a superb cross by Pape Sarr and put in by James Maddison, who was tormented by the Villa fans all game. So that's nice for him to get one, especially being from, you know, the Midlands himself, being a Coventry fan, playing for Leicester. Giving it to them was great. And then 2 minutes later, Villa give the ball away. Son slides in. Brennan Johnson, who puts it into the roof of the net to make it 2-0, 2 in 2 minutes. And from then on in, Spurs were in control. It was a totally dominant second half performance. Udogie, poor first half, really livened up second half, came through and was running through. And John McGinn has just taken him out completely. So cynical, rightfully shown a straight red. And from then the game's done. The game's done, 2-0 up against 10 men. We saw the job out professionally. One bad aspect to it is Mickey van der Ven had to come off with a hamstring issue. He walked off fine. It seems like a strain, so might miss next week against Fulham and be back after the international break for Luton. We live in hope. But then it's really about how many Spurs want to score from then on in. We added 2 more to the scoreline. Was it Kulu that cut it back for Son? Kulu cut it back for Son, who battered it into the roof of the net for 3-0, and then Son cut the ball back for Timo Werner, and he found the back of the net also in stoppage time to round it off, which was in the end a rout. Seems like Villa might have run out of steam. They've had an excellent season, can't complain. Maybe their priorities, maybe Ajax on Thursday took a lot out of them, but it was very reminiscent to the game 2 years ago, where we just took over second half. And we went on a run from then, so hopefully we go on a run this time. It was the complete away performance, something you'd see in Europe, where you suffocate the opposition. You know, you soak up the pressure first half, and you just catch one, and then they're chasing the game, and you go bang, bang, bang. So it was a very professional second half. It was the perfect away performance. I cannot complain. The best performance of the season. I know Graham will say Arsenal away, but February, March, April, May, that's where you find out about your team. This is in March. It's a big game. Both teams battling for the top European place in the Champions League, whether we want it or not, because you know my feelings on the ownership. They would love Champions League football. It's a big win for Spurs, and a kickstarter maybe to our season. Only top 4 ready to play for, but overall in this game you can't complain. It was a perfect away performance. Villa's still in control, obviously they still hold 4th, but we have a game in hand away at Chelsea. That is yet to be rescheduled. If we win that, it is in our hands. It is in our hands from now on. But I can't complain. Special mentions, I've got to give it to Van der Ven before he came off. Every blade of grass he covered is Sarr, man. I said it on the way up here. We could play a 2-man midfield if Sarr plays, because he's like an extra player. He covers every ground, he runs non-stop, and he's got the quality on the ball. He is exceptional. Absolutely exceptional player. Brennan Johnson today, his best game in a Spurs shirt, Graham? Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. Cannot complain. We didn't give him the ball in the first half. He had the beating of Matty Cash whenever he got him. It was superb to watch. And second half, Sonny was excellent. Sonny ran the show. Got a couple of assists and his goal. Very top class performance. And I tell you what, we kept the clean sheet as well. That's nice to add to it. We haven't kept many this season. And I tell you what, we get to see Radu Dragusin. Radu Dragusin looked good when he came on. Let's hopefully he takes his chance, and if he does, then we've got 3 top centre backs to choose from, which is always nice to see. Anyways, going to head home now on Mother's Day. It's finished here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4. Up the Spurs. Levy out.